The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it. I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free. Your gifts lie in the place where your values, passions, and strengths meet. Discovering that place is the first step towards sculpting your masterpiece, your life. Perfection is no small thing, but it is made up of small things. I created a vision of David in my mind and simply carved away everything that was not David. To know each other is the best way to understand each other. To understand each other is the only way to love each other. No great work of art is ever finished. Your greatness is measured by your horizons. The idea is they're locked inside. All you have to do is remove the excess stone. If people knew how hard I worked to get my mastery, it wouldn't seem so wonderful at all. Art is a shadow of divine perfection. The greater danger for most of us lies not in setting our aim too high and falling short, but in setting our aim too low and achieving our mark. Faith in oneself is the best and safest course. Every block of stone has a statue inside it, and it is the task of the sculptor to discover it. I couldn't give you something mediocre even if that's all you asked for. He who follows another will never overtake him. If you knew how much work went into it, you wouldn't call it genius. Sculpture is made by taking away, while painting is made by adding. A man paints with his brains and not with his hands. An artist does his most difficult work when he steps back from the blank canvas and thinks about what he is going to create. Gazing on beautiful things acts on my soul. If we have been pleased with life, we should not be displeased with death, since it comes from the hand of the same master. Beauty is the purgation of superfluities. There is no greater harm than that of time wasted. Genius is eternal patience. Beauty depends on purpose. It is in the elements best suited to their purpose or aim that beauty shines forth most strongly. An artist must have his measuring tools not in the hand, but in the eye. As you give out, so shall you receive. Art lives on constraint and dies of freedom. Art is a jealous thing. It requires the whole and entire man. I criticize by creation, not by finding fault. To touch is to give life. Do you know that women who are chaste remain much fresher than those who are not? I am always learning. A good artist ought never to allow impatience to overcome his sense of the main end of art, perfection. Lord, free me of myself so I can please you. Genius is infinite painstaking. I already have a wife who is too much for me. She is my art, and my works are my children. Lord, grant that I may always desire more than I can accomplish. The true work of art is but a shadow of the divine perfection. Lord, make me see thy glory in every place. Critique by creating. Trifles make perfection, but perfection is not a trifle. Do not be concerned that you might set a target too high and fail. Be concerned that you will set it too low and succeed. Every beauty which is seen here by persons of perception resembles more than anything else that celestial source from which we all are come. With few words I shall make thee understand my soul. Why do you send fools to judge my work? The greatest risk to man is not that he aims to high and misses, but that he aims to low and hits. He who does not master the nude cannot understand the principles of architecture. True art is made noble and religious by the mind producing it. Love is a beautiful image imagined or seen within the heart, the friend of virtue and gentility. Death and love are the two wings that bear the good man to heaven. So take care of your life and take notice and be observant, for the number of widows is always far greater than the number of widowers. It is necessary to keep one's compass in one's eyes and not in the hand, for the hands execute, but the eye judges. My soul can find no staircase to heaven unless it be through earth's loveliness. Patience is eternal genius. If the wine is not good, then throw it out. Souls will never ascend to heaven until the sight of beauty lifts them there. The hand that follows intellect can achieve. However rich I may have been, I have always lived like a poor man. Draw, Antonio, draw, Antonio, draw, and don't waste time. A beautiful thing never gives so much pain as does failing to hear and see it. Read the heart and not the letter, for the pen cannot draw near the good intent. Let whoever may have attained to so much as to have the power of drawing know that he holds a great treasure. Even if you are divine, you don't disdain male consorts. Poets and painters have the power to dare, to dare to do whatever they may approve of. No thought is born in me that does not bear the image of death. I dare affirm that any artist who has nothing singular, eccentric, or at least reputed to be so in his person will never become a superior talent. And still I am learning. No one has mastery before he is at the end of his art and his life. The more the marble wastes, the more the statue grows. The goods of fortune, even such as they really are, still need taste to enjoy them. It is the enjoying, no the possessing, that makes us happy. I feast on wine and bread, and feasts they are. Serene I fold my hands and wait. The power of one fair face makes my love sublime, for it has weaned my heart from low desires. The great tragedy of life is not that people set their sights too high and fail to achieve their goals, but that they set their sights too low and do. I have never felt salvation in nature. I love cities above all. How wrong are those simpletons of whom the world is full. who look more at color than at the figures which show spirit and movement. Perchance that I might learn what pity is, that I might laugh at erring men no more. I am no artist, please come and help me. I was never the kind of painter or sculptor who kept a shop. Nature did all things well. The marble not yet carved can hold the form of every thought the greatest artist has. If people knew how hard I worked at my art, they would not consider me a genius. Good painting is the kind that looks like sculpture. Can't you see the angel imprisoned in the block of stone trying to get out? I am trying to free him. The best of artists has no conception that the marble alone does not contain within itself. One paints with one's head, not one's hand. And who is so barbarous as not to understand that the foot of a man is nobler than his shoe, and his skin nobler than that of the sheep with which he is clothed? If I love in thee, beloved, only what thou lovest most, do not be angry, for so one spirit is enamored of another. There is an angel imprisoned in it, and I must set it free. I cannot live under pressures from patrons, let alone paint. I live in sin, to kill myself I live, no longer my life my own. But sin's, my good is given to me by heaven, my evil by myself, by my free will. Of which I am deprived. It is well with me only when I have a chisel in my hand. Trifles make perfection, and perfection is no trifle. A good sculpture can be rolled downhill without breaking. Carving is easy, you just go down to the skin and stop. A great sculpture can roll down a hill without breaking. It is therefore indisputable that the limbs of architecture are derived from the limbs of man. As when, O lady mine, with chiseled touch, the stone unhewn and cold, becomes a living mold, the more the marble wastes, the more the statue grows. Whenever a great painter does a work which appears to be false and lying, that falsity is very true. From such a gentle thing, from such a fountain of all delight, my every pain is born.